Hello guys, and we are back, part 4. In the last part we made a ton of money off the last game we made, and I want to go straight ahead and go straight into a new game as quickly as possible because I have a lot of game suggestions because of you guys, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So, the first game we're going to make is going to be a space adventure. It is going to be, he didn't specify, so I'm going to go ahead and do it for the PC. We're going to use our engine, and we're going to go ahead, and this is going to be called The End Space. And this game was suggested by a Dwayne, is it? I know Dwayne is spelled like D-W-A-N-E, this is spelled D-U-A-N-E, but I assume it's pronounced the same, so Dwayne Davis. So we're going to go ahead and give it 2D graphics version 2. Right, space adventure. So the engine, gameplay, story and quest needs to be important. But let's drive it down a little bit so we can put a bit more time into gameplay. Engine, drive that up a little bit. Okay, we're going to go with that. If you have more than 1 million in crash. If you have more than 1 million in cash, you will be able to move to the next level. This might sound a lot, but don't worry, once you release a hit game, you will get to this amount easily. We're nearly at 1 million. I think we might wait till 2 million before we move, but we'll see. Because I have been to the second area in the game, and it seems that if you go there with 1 million, it drains really quickly. So a safety million might be nice. Alright, development stage 2, dialogues, level design, and AI. Okay, well, dialogue... yeah, dialogue's kind of important. Level design is... yeah, drive that down a little bit. We're going to go with that, I think. I feel like as long as AI is somewhat intelligent, then that's fine. If anyone's played Aliens... Was it AVP or was it just Aliens? I think it was just Aliens, but Alien Colonial Marines. If anybody has heard of that game, that's a good example of a space game that AI kind of mattered. Space game, development stage 3, world design, graphics and sound. World design, turn that down a little bit. Let's replace that with graphics. Let's go ahead and do that and turn sound up ever so slightly. We're going to go ahead and go with that. So right now it's slightly edging out in design, but it might balance out. Vena, creator of the Master V console, has announced the Vena Gear, a portable console to directly compete against the Gameling from the inventor. That should be, I do believe that's the Game Gear. I believe that's what it was called for the Sega. I actually really wanted one of these. My neighbour actually had one, and I used to always borrow it off him because I was super jealous. And it was kind of funny that I always borrowed off him because I did have a Game Boy. So I don't know why I preferred it. I guess I grew up with Sega, so that's probably one of the reasons. A spokesperson for the company said, unlike similar devices on the market which don't come close to gaming consoles, the Vena Gear has basically the full power of the Master V, except that you can take it with you. The Vena Gear also has a full colour screen and a battery life of 20 minutes. Okay. Will this device topple the Gameling? We will see. The Vena Gear will debut in 2 months. Okay, cool. So we'll just get rid of the bugs. 14 design and 12 in technology, so that's not a bad, that's certainly not a bad amount. We've released games with much less. Okay, so the 2D graphics have leveled up, we have also leveled up. Let's go ahead and release the game. We didn't get great combo or anything like that, so let's see. I'm not entirely sure how this one's going to sell. Okay, 7's good. I think 7 is definitely a safe number. As long as it makes 7, we're going to make, you know, at least a somewhat decent amount of money. We've got an 8. Yeah, okay, that's good. 7, 7, 8, 8. That's perfectly fine. I can live with that. So we're going to make a pretty decent amount of money off that. And while we go ahead and do that, I'm going to research something new because I haven't been spending my research points, and I've got to do that. So we're going to go ahead and research. Let's research a new topic, and let's research evolution. let's go ahead and do that. So we made it 100k on the first week, 21st on the market. Congratulations, you have made quite a name for yourself and have saved up a lot of capital. If you want to grow the company further, then moving to a new office is the next step. I found the perfect office situated in a technology park. Would you like to move your company to the next level? No, not yet. I will, but not yet. Today, the new game platform Vina Gear by Vina has been released. Okay, sick. So, you have successfully researched a new topic, evolution. Cool. Right, while that's still selling, we're going to go ahead and we're going to research one more thing, and we're going to research target audience. Because I don't believe I've ever researched target audience before, but for a game that's coming up, it sounds like I should probably need it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bit of money into this next one. So, we're going to develop a new game. It's going to be for the younger audience, and this game was recommended to me by Chelsea Graves, and this game is called Evil Mr. Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear. You don't need to capitalize the B. Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear. There you go. Topic. I shouldn't actually say. And fantasy, I guess. I haven't unlocked kids yet. Alright, fantasy. Action. Sure, let's go ahead and go with that. Fantasy action. It's going to be for the... Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a big risk. We're going to go ahead and get the gameling. So, we'll just take a risk, go out there. If we're going to spend our money, we may as well do it somewhat well. So, let's go ahead and unlock some new consoles. Fantasy action, engine, gameplay, and stories and quests. Now, if we turn down the engine ever so slightly, because they're kids, story and quests is kind of important, gameplay down a little bit too, and let's focus it on story and quests. Wow, I actually made a decent amount of design technology in the first step. Dialogue, level design, and AI. Okay, dialogue is kind of important, not really, because you don't really listen. Level design is, so let's go ahead and turn that up. AI, turn it up ever so slightly. We'll go with that. The end space is now off the market. It sold 38,727 units, generating 271,110 in sales. Well, ain't that just dandy? Alright. Development stage 3, fantasy action, world design, graphics, and sound. Okay, graphics do kind of matter, but not really, because we're using a handheld console, so let's just turn that down. Not all the way, just, you know, to a somewhat decent area, so we've got plenty of space to allocate other things. I think world design will be pretty important, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll leave sound where it is. In 2 months, the G64 will be taken off the market. G64. Oh, Commodore. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Whoa, yeah, Jesus, that's a lot of points. Damn. I don't think we've ever hit over 20 on something before. It is a new combo. It is a great combo. Levels up all over the place. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Simple, new research available, simple cutscenes, better dialogues, level editor, better AI, and open world. Okay, cool. The first reviews of our newly released game, Evil Mr. Teddy Bear, came in. Oh. Oh, that's, how can you go from 9 to a 7? Yeah, again, that's really good. You see, this is why I picked you guys. This is why I picked you guys to pick these games for me. Because you guys are too smart, too intelligent. And let's release that. Let's research another thing while that's selling. Research. We're going to go ahead and research better AI, better dialogue, simple cutscenes. Let's get open world. Let's go ahead and do that. So, obviously, thank you guys for the amount of comments and nice feedback I've been getting in the comments. A lot of you have asked for more. Some of you have said the last episode was a bit too short. And I do agree. The reason why that episode was too short is mainly because that was actually episode 2 and episode 2 and episode 3 was actually one episode. But I actually recorded for far too long, so I had to cut it into 2 episodes. So every episode from now on will be at least 15 minutes, or more. Unless you don't want that. But from what I've heard, some people are saying it is a bit too short, so we're going to go ahead and do that. A lot of other people were saying I cursed, or cussed, depends where you live, but I don't believe I cussed. I know in the video, maybe at one point, or at least when I was reading the comment section, apparently I said damn. And I just said it again, so I don't think it's a big deal. As far as cuss words go, that's like, if there was a teacher for giving out cuss words and giving them a grade, damn is like an E at most. Like, that's, no. So yeah, I cussed then, and I just cussed then as well, so it's barely a cuss word. Don't tell on me, okay? Alright, industry knows, okay. Industry? Oh my god, I can't even say this word. Industry, there you go, good job. Industry news. Hardware manufacturers around the world were surprised today as Govodar? Oh, Commodore? No. Govodar? No, that's right. As Govodar, the creator of popular G64, has filed for bankruptcy. Govodar failed to produce a higher-priced alternative and was forced to shut down production of the G64. The platform will retire from the market later this month. Okay, well, that sucks, but we didn't really use it, so that's fine. We didn't make any money from it, right? So why should we care? Right? High five? No? Okay. Congratulations, you have made quite a name for yourself and have saved up a lot of capital. If you want to grow the company further, then moving to a new office is the next step. I found the perfect office situated in a technology park. Would you like to move your company to the next level? No. Not until I get 2 mil. I already told you that. Stop wishing me. Okay, third game. Let's go ahead and do that. Middle... this one is... I'm going to say mature. Everyone mature. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Right, so... let it go. Yeah, it's going to be you. Okay, so it's mature. This game is called Middle Earth Battle. This game was suggested to me by a Korban Putu? I don't know. Korban Putu. Let's go ahead and go with that. So it's going to be a medieval strategy game for the... Well, we're going to go ahead and give this one to the PC. We're going to use the Pulse engine, and it's going to go ahead 2D graphics. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Engine, gameplay, and stories and quests. Well, stories and quests can go down ever so slightly. Gameplay up a bit. Engine up a bit. Let's go ahead and go with that. I feel like that's pretty good, because obviously the world matters, as does the gameplay. Hi, I'm Steve O'Connell, a reporter for Planet GG. We've heard a rumour that your company's developing a game for mature audiences. Would you be willing to give an interview? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Great, thank you for your time. You're welcome. We will publish the interview next week. Cool. Alright, development stage 2, dialogue, level design, and AI. It's a strategy game, so AI needs to be pretty high up there. Dialogue really does not. Level design can go down to about there too. We're going to go ahead and go with that. Strategy as well as simulation need really good AI, so that's what we're definitely going to do. Planet GG has recently published an interview with CrewSense Gaming. According to the interview, the company is working on its first game targeted at mature players. Extra Fun, owner of CEO of CrewSense Gaming, said, "We think that players are looking for more mature content in games, and we are willing to take a risk to give it to them." Cool, because we're edgy. Alright. Many industry experts say that sooner or later games with mature themes will become more common. We are curious to see how the market will react to those games. Cool. So we got a bit of hype, so that's always nice. Alright, development stage 3, mono sound, yeah. Okay, graphics, sound, and world design. World design go down a little bit. Graphics, Yeah, no, it's a strategy game. Yeah, let's go ahead and at least put something in it. Sound isn't that important. Let's put the world design up slightly and let's focus it on graphics. I think for strategy game. Evil Mr. Teddy Bear is now off the market. It sold 85,837 units, generating 600,894 in sales, and made us a lot of money. So Chelsea, we're all very proud of you. Okay. Okay, cool. Wow, another game that hit 20. Snap. I can't. There you go. There we go. It's because of that game history thing. So, it is a new combo. It is a great combo. Our engine has leveled up. Let's go ahead and release that. Because usually when it says great combo, usually it does well. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that hunch. So let's go ahead and release it. The first reviews of our newly released game, Middle-earth Battle, came in. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so our cash is currently on 1.4 mil. I'm going to end the part here. I want you guys to go ahead and guess how high is that cash going to go to. Let's go ahead and do that. And also, obviously, thank you guys for the comments. If you guys have any more games that you want to suggest me put in the game, go ahead and do that. I try to read the comments as much as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part. 3 10s? Really?